This video will cover the basics of using Tableau to create data visualizations. We won't explore what makes a data visualization effective at this point. Instead, we will focus on the basic mechanics of how to use the software to create data visualizations. The first step before even starting to create data visualizations is to review your data source and have a good understanding of what the data is. For example, in this video, we will be looking at data from a fictional store. The store sells products that are grouped by product category type, geographic regions, and delivery methods. Each row from the data source represents an individual order that includes the quantity sold per order. Based on this data, we can perform analyses on different groupings, number of orders, and quantities sold. An important concept to understand about how Tableau handles data is the concept of dimensions and measures. Dimensions contain qualitative values that can be used to group or categorize data. For example, the orders from our data can be grouped by product categories, which include stationery, furnishings, home improvement, plants, and electronics as the possible options. The same concept applies to the regions and delivery method dimensions. Measures, on the other hand, are quantitative data that can be quantified and aggregated. For example, the quantity in each order can be added together to produce an aggregation resulting in a sum total. With this in mind, let's go to Sheet 1 and begin using the software. Tableau gives you several different ways to create data visualizations. We will explore a few different methods in this video. The first method is dragging and dropping elements from the data pane onto the columns and rows in the sheet area. For example, let's drag product category from the data pane onto the columns area of the sheet. The appearance of the sheet area changes, showing the distinct names of each product category. Next, drag quantity from the data pane onto the rows on the sheet area. What happens now is our first data visualization, a column chart. The values from the quantity field have been summed together and grouped by product category, resulting in a visualization that shows the differences in quantity for each product category. Next, we will explore another way of using the software to produce a similar result. In this example, we begin by dragging product category onto the sheet and dropping it on one of the areas that says drop field here. Next, we will move quantity onto the sheet and drop it in the space with the letters A, B, C. Notice that quantity now appears in the marks area and it has the word sum next to it. This reflects how Tableau works behind the scenes. The quantity measure values are being summed and divided between each product category dimension, resulting in the values shown in the data table. To transform the data table into a data visualization, click on the Show Me pane and select a data visualization option. The visualizations recommended by Tableau are fully colored, whereas the visualizations not available based on the data being used are dimmed. Also, Tableau will suggest which visualization it recommends with a red highlight box. Finally, another way to build data visualizations is by right-clicking elements from the data pane and selecting the option to add to sheet. For example, right-click on product category and select Add to Sheet. Likewise, right-click on quantity and select Add to Sheet. We see the result is a data table. We can now go to the Show Me pane and select the horizontal bars option to change the data table into a visualization. At this point, we have a bar chart. However, if we want to try a different type of visualization, we can click on the Show Me pane and select a new option. In this case, we will select a pie chart. Our visualization will change into a pie chart with each product category represented by a slice from the whole pie chart. Visualizations are not limited to use only one element for columns and rows. It's possible to add more data to the sheet. For example, each order has a delivery method in addition to a product category. We can drag delivery from the data pane over to the columns area. The result is that the data visualization changes into a multi-set column chart. This visualization shows quantity of orders first by product category and then divided by delivery method. If we move delivery to the space in front of product category, the visualization updates to show the quantity of all orders first by delivery method and then divided by product category. A good suggestion is to experiment with the software and try moving dimensions and measures around to build different visualizations.